Hebrews 11. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith, Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony, that he pleased God.
Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Much mercy to all you brothers that's in the new covenant. And Shalom to all you sincere brothers of the new covenant. Like I say, the election that's fully with the Lord right now, man. You know, it's just mind over matter. You know, that's what it is. And it's all about having faith. Hebrews 11. Man, I was trying to let it play through, but something just made me stop it right there, because by faith being something that is, it's a substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not seen. Faith is evidence of things not seen, but it's real. So faith is the evidence of it, but it's not in your face yet. So like, if you have a carnal mind, this ain't for you. You know, like if you're carnal and you're of the world, this ain't for you. You know, like who we're teaching for in these last days is the election. That's and the men of God. You know, the ones that's of God, that feel that connection, but you can't describe it. So having faith is believing in something that's not seen, but it's evidence of that thing that you have faith in. You see, just like with the Lord, it's evidence of him being here on the planet. Faith is to understand that, basically, and you didn't see it, but you know through the Spirit that due to like how the world is and how men are and how things are, you know that they hated the Lord, man. And what the Lord brought you was something different. It wasn't nothing like of the world. Son of God. Yahushua, he was the son of man, but he was also the son of God. So it's like God sending his son to show you what is good and acceptable of the Spirit. What's good and acceptable of the Spirit? Love. And all you motherfuckers that don't have love in your heart, you hate these type of videos. Because us ones that actually have the faith is bringing certain things out that guys don't have the faith. They can't. You see, you can't make this up. So Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. This is really believing. You know, this ain't really just, man. If you look and pay attention, guys are so much in the flesh, like they think that shit of the world matters more than teaching the Lord, teaching the covenant, teaching the gospels, because guys are of the world and they don't have love in their heart, so they can't really speak of the Spirit. The Spirit is where the Lord is where the new covenant is. This shit of the world, it happens. This is the physical world, so shit's going to happen. Now, if you're of this physical world, then that's what you're going to talk about. So you don't have any fucking faith or no love. Because your faith is in things that you see. Our faith is in the things that's unseen. And this chapter right here, it goes through it. And it's basically going over, showing you examples of faith, of our forefathers' real faith. And none of these guys in this chapter made any fucking covenants with the heathens. Enoch didn't make a covenant with no heathens. Abel, he didn't make a covenant with no heathen. He was slaved by his brother. Noah didn't make no covenant, with no heathen. Selling the Lord out, making money off the Lord, not teaching the truth. Because once you make an agreement with this world, then basically pretty much you're finished, unless you fucking repent. But that guy in Matthew 19, he was sorrowful because he couldn't give up the riches that he had, because the Lord told him, hey, go sell everything you have and then follow me and then use that faith. So like when you don't have nothing, will you truly trust in the Lord? And that's what these guys don't have. They have everything in the flesh, but when it comes down to it, they really don't trust in the Lord like that. They're just carnal. And that's not how you're supposed to teach the Bible. You're supposed to teach the Bible in a way to where you don't make no covenants with the world like that, and sell the Lord out. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to have faith in the scriptures. But guys don't, because they're carnal, because they don't have a heart. Pretty much in this last time, we could see everything, man. And that's why this world is dying off, because the lack of love in the world. There's no love there. Now, there is going to be love amongst the election and the men that's of the Lord. That's where the love is going to be. So it's like a treasure hidden in an open field. That's what the truth is like finding. Because you got, like everybody, they teaching all these truths, but it's like a certain group, a certain few brothers, us brothers, we're only teaching something that like nobody really can teach like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the new song that the Lord was speaking about. It's something that everybody ain't going to get, but it's going to be of the Lord. So just like Abel and Enoch, and just like Abel, Enoch, they were found favorable with the Lord. Hebrews 11:5, it says, but by faith Enoch translated that he should not see death. You see that? So he wouldn't see death. So he didn't actually die. Enoch got taken up. And after he got taken up, Elisha got a double portion of that spirit. And so just like Yahushua, when Yahushua came and he gave that spirit, he died on the cross, and that spirit went out to the election back then in them times. And the actions of that is explained in the book of Acts. So the ones that receive Yahushua, that spirit that the Yahushua was in, is being, you could go to the book of Acts and that'll give you understanding how the spirit was. What they were doing was they were glorifying the Lord. They weren't talking about shit of the world. You see these guys in these Israelite camps, they're teaching the world more than anything, bro, because they're of the world. This truth is not about the world, bro. It's not. It's all about Yahushua. It's about the elect. That's all this truth really is mainly about. The Lord and his son. So what's happening is the Lord is pulling a few out of the world in these last few times. And once you get pulled out of the world, then you're dealing with faith, then the evidence of things not seen. So faith is something that's there, but the evidence of it is known, but it's something that's not seen. But you're only going to be able to believe in it if you're of the Lord. If you're not of the Lord, then you're carnal. You're of the world. You always got to see something. That just means your heart ain't right. If you don't have faith, then you don't have a heart. If you don't have a heart, then you don't have good judgment in these last days. So, like, by guys teaching shit of the world, then they don't understand Yahweh Shai is the most important things of the scriptures. So Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7, 6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder to them that diligently seek them. What's the reward? Having the Lord be with you. And when you actually really seek for the Lord, you like, guys don't pray. You literally have to pray to the Lord to and ask him for certain things to give you strength or sight and understanding. You have to like pray for those things, bro. Like, by you praying for it, that's showing that you believe in it. The only time, like, a lot of people in this world, they'll pray like in a group of people when everybody in the group is doing it. And the Lord told you in Matthew 6 that guys are hypocrites for doing that because they want somebody to see them. The new covenant ain't about people seeing you. It's about deep down if you're of the Lord. It's, like, you carnal, everybody that's carnal, like, you're not really going to understand that because you don't believe in nothing you don't see. You see what I'm saying? So we're teaching a testimony for Yahweh Shai, making you understand the things that's not seen, but it's actually real. And this is something the world don't want you to really understand. It's heavy like that, man. It really is. So Hebrews 11:6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. By faith Noah, being warned of God of the things not seen yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became an heir of righteousness, which is by faith. So you guys are not really condemning the world, because if they were really condemning the world like Noah was, they'll really be teaching the Lord's Son, which everybody was waiting on the Lord's Son. This is something that you really got to understand, that a lot of people don't understand, because basically they don't have any fucking faith. So Noah condemned the world, and his whole family was basically saved in that time of the flood. See, so this is heavy, man. Like, guys are telling you about the news in the world, man. Like, it's heavy, man. The Lord is not in guys' hearts at all, man. Like guys are of the world. These Israelite camps, they're through. They're at their last end. They're not teaching faith or nothing like that. It's about things in the world. And it's if you're in the spirit, man, you can really look at the scriptures, and it's just so much in there that you can speak on. But because guys are not really in the spirit, they think that the shit in the world, guys actually think that the shit in the world is more important than the Gospels, bro, and what the Lord said. That's how reprobate our people are in these last days. They're so much in a demonic deaf state. So you have guys teaching the Bible, but they're of Satan. It's heavy. It's heavy, man. Hebrews 11:8. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing whether he went. Right, so he had faith just to fucking get out there and go. Abraham didn't know where he went. And this is what faith is about. A lot of you guys only believe in shit in front of you. That's what makes you guys not eligible to be in the spirit. None of you guys are in the spirit. You're just using the Lord's word for money, bro. And it's pathetic. You're dying just along with the money. It's heavy, man. You know, money, it's just a defense, bro. That's all it is. It's nothing you should like love like that. You work hard and you make it, you know, you do your diligence so you won't have poverty and you won't have so much riches, but you stay balanced in the middle and you don't use money to glorify yourself or to make you make decisions that to make you make heartless decisions, man. That's what guys, they use money to make very wrong decisions because guys are carnal. So it's like they don't have a understanding of really understanding the Lord like that. They just understand shit they see. And this is what Esau got you guys, like he got you in the animal mind because that's the mind that he's in. And so by you guys, you take the Bible and you just talk about shit of the world all day because you guys are in that animal mind. You don't really believe in the things you can't see like that. You see, it's heavy. So at the end of the day, things of the truth and things of the spirit is not for the majority of you guys even teaching, bro, because you don't have any faith. You know, like a lot of guys, they don't have the faith of Abraham or our forefathers, you know, like Abel, you see, or like Enoch, to do the right shit. In order to be like our forefathers, you got to believe in things you don't fucking see. That, and the main things is believing in love and believing in the Lord, and by you having those two things, you'll be able to see. That's why guys really don't see, because their hearts are not changed. You see? I mean, it's heavy, but like I say, like, what we're teaching over here is not for like you guys of the world, bro. It's not. This is teaching to the election of God, because they can relate. And to actually really have the Lord, you cannot be a part of this world. You can't serve two masters. So it's like you can't have a place in this world. You know? A high seat. You're supposed to keep yourself as low as possible. And what's heavy is a lot of guys, because their heart ain't right, that leads them to the flesh. And they try to make a name for themselves. You know? And you're not supposed to make a name for yourself or have a reputation in this world. So that goes all back to guys not having faith. All right? So they're not teaching faith. They're teaching the world that's dying. Whoa, what's happening in the world, in the news. The Lord didn't give you the Bible to be a fucking newscaster of the world, bro. Like, you're supposed to be breaking down the Lord in the scriptures 24/7. Because the Lord and the scriptures and the gospels, it's not even of this world, bro. It's not even of this world. Like, you dealing with powers unseen. And don't everybody believe that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really for everybody. That's why guys, they say they don't have any power, but yet they're teaching their Israelites. You see the hypocrisy in that? It's heavy, man. Guys don't have any power, but they're calling themselves Israelites. So it's actually heavy. It's real heavy what's happening. Hebrews 11:9. So the Lord said, without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. So when you deny the covenant, you're not pleasing the Lord. And I'm gonna have to come back with I'm gonna have to finish Hebrews 11. But without faith, and faith is showing that the faith, having true faith, is defending the new covenant. That's what true faith is. It's like you really understand it to a point to where you're going to defend it with your life. You know what I'm saying? To explain the Lord, and that takes faith. Don't everybody believe in this like that, bro? So I'm gonna have to come back to Hebrews 11. Hebrews 11 is really a lot in Hebrews 11. So I want to take my time with it, but I just wanted to say those couple things. This truth is really having those things that's unseen, bro. The unseen things, they really rule everything, bro. They really do. Like you gotta actually have them things naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys, they don't have them. They're just able to show you physical things. But it's real spiritual things out there that certain brothers have. That's why this world X's those guys out, like they X the Lord out. And that's why they X men. When you deal with the X men, that deals with Yahushua being X'd out. Why? Because Yahushua, he had an influence. That's why he brought a division. And so by Yahushua being taught, that is what's going to seal up the election. And with that, shalom.
They look thirsty! Well, let's give them something to drink! To the clan!